What's up, y'all? It's your boy Smacks, and we back at it again. You just tapped into the Cage No More podcast. You already know what time it is. This podcast is brought to you by the Renaissance Ranch in Bluffdale, Utah, leading men's treatment center in the state. So if you or anybody you know are suffering from addiction or need some type of help holistically or just trying to get your mental right, tap into www.renaissanceranch.com. Today is a special day. I got my boy, one of my good friends, Damaar Jones in the building.
Come on, man.
Damaar, what's happening, brother?
Man, I appreciate you, boss.
Absolutely, man. Let's hear it.
Life is good, bro.
I love that.
Life is good. I've been MIA.
Yeah.
3 months off of all social media. I mean, not just putting it to the side. Total deletion. I deleted Facebook.
Man.
Deleted IG.
You was at like 50,000 followers too, man. I saw that. Over 50,000.
Across the board.
Yeah.
A lot of followers, right? I
love that, man. I love that. And I want to get to that. So for a lot of the listeners, I know you guys know, right? This podcast is called Cage No More. Typically we talk about incarceration and typically we talk about addiction. But being incarcerated and being addicted could be a metaphorical thing too. It's not always you're caged in prison. You know, we're also caged in ways of life or whatever it is, the ailments that we're suffering from, whether it's mental or spiritual. So Cage No More. Don't think that it's just about being incarcerated. With that being said,
come on.
We got my man Damaar Jones, one of my good friends.
Dude.
Let's get into it. Damaar, how you feeling, brother?
I feel great. It's almost like you said, I've never been incarcerated.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what that feels like.
Absolutely.
My wife has.
Yeah.
I learned of the experiences through what she's taught me. And who my brothers like yourself, who has done the things, done the work.
Absolutely.
You are now free of that cage.
Absolutely.
Right? I, in my freedom, encaged myself.
Yeah.
In a societal thing right now that's going on that's really encaging a lot of people.
Come on.
When you think about it.
Come on now.
How our every waking moment is revolved around that piece of device that's in our hands.
Brother, you hurt me.
And all of that. I
feel that. You right.
Each way. It controls how we think.
Absolutely.
It tells us even when to wake up and when to go to bed.
Brother.
I mean, it kind of sounds a lot like being encaged, incarcerated for real.
For sure.
So you've gone from one thing to another.
Thing.
And it's funny because he asked me out in the hallway, he said, you have any addictions or you have any, have you ever been incarcerated? I answered no to those. Yet at the same time, I'm gonna unmask a lot of truth today.
I love that.
If you allow me to be me.
Absolutely. This that safe space for you, brother.
Part of the things of me leaving off social media and everything is to me to really figure out who I really am, doing the uncomfortable work, doing the work that necessarily don't need an audience.
I love that.
And so with that being said, coming to realize that, yes, I've had addiction to porn. I've had addiction to lust.
Absolutely.
And women. And I even had addiction to drinking.
Yeah.
These are all things that you've overcome throughout learning what those things are. For a lot of men, we just think it's normal to do those things. It's a part of being a man.
Absolutely.
It's a part of the things. Yet you have no idea how much that separates you from self and it separates you from God.
Low vibration, bro.
And so
I feel that. I feel that.
Part of the incarcerated thing and the part of the addiction is very real in my personal life. And I don't know how many men out there are suffering from the same thing, but it's all of the things. One thing I found out about PTSD is you don't never necessarily have to be in a super, super traumatic thing to deal with things with triggers and environmental changes and those things like that. Is that you can also develop those things through day-to-day life experiences.
Yeah. I feel that.
I'm a retired military man. What people don't understand too is people get PTSD even before they get into the military, and then they get double PTSD.
Absolutely.
Right? So there is a version of being caged while being encaged.
Absolutely.
There is a version of being triggered on top of being triggered.
Yep.
And then you have to learn how to be normal after that, or you have to learn how to.
And that could be traumatizing as well.
Navigate through society, because what social media has done for us is showing us other people and how great their lives is, the highlights.
No, bro.
Knowing that we might not be up to those standards.
Absolutely.
And it puts us in a different situation.
Yeah.
To where we feeling ostracized.
Yep.
We feel
less than.
Yep. All the things. And that can create
Absolutely.
more issues.
That's funny you say that, because I've mentioned it before, right? I've talked about how, everybody's scrolling, right? They scrolling, they seeing people's highlight reels, and then they constitute that as happiness. They constitute that as, man, that's happiness, traveling, whatever the situation is, right? Anything that these people are posting, like you said, their highlight reels, right? And they constitute that as happiness. So when they do their best to try to grasp that happiness, and not realizing that that's not your happiness.
Right.
Our happiness is different. Our happiness is subjective, right? And that's what I'm saying, man. When you was mentioning about taking the hiatus on the social media, bro, it had me thinking, for sure.
Yeah,
it had me thinking.
Here's a couple of things that I can imagine people would think. Okay, one, when you step off like that, ooh, for a man, what you done did?
Something happened.
Ooh, what you done did?
Yeah.
You done got in trouble. You had to get off social media. You're ducking.
You gotta sit down for a little bit.
No, that's not a reason. Let's go ahead and kill that. Two, maybe he's going through something mental health wise.
Yep.
Something's wrong with his mental.
Yeah.
Because like you said, lots of followers.
Absolutely.
All the things. My life revolves around attention.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a mental health thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's debunk those two things.
Those
One,
are typically
I wasn't
the
in trouble.
ones too. Yep.
Two, it's not a mental health issue.
Yeah.
It's a self-realization that I had an unhealthy relationship with being polarized or being the center of attention.
Yeah.
To the point that it was starting to take away from my real reality.
Okay.
In this life, you tend to become a chameleon through everything. Everyone likes to say they want to keep it real and their authentic self, or genuine selves.
Yeah.
But different circumstances cause you to have different people show up for that specific time.
Absolutely.
No matter how you try to just be who you are, I can't be who I truly am in a corporate.
Absolutely.
You have to switch it up a
You
little
do.
bit.
You got to switch the hat up.
You don't have to really go all the way outside.
I totally get what you're saying.
You have to switch it up a little bit just so you can build a bond and relationship with people. But through that process of constantly having to switch, you lose yourself. And so I began to lose myself, and it began to get scary, and it started affecting my home life.
Okay.
And it started affecting my whole situation to the fact that I later had to take a step back and look at what this was.
Yep.
And for me, the attention was unhealthy, and I have to find a space in that. And so I ran from therapy for a long time. I thought I'm from a culture that
it's taboo.
It's for African-American culture.
Yep.
You better call on Jesus. You better talk to God.
Why is that? Let's talk about why do you think that is? Because you hear that being it's like a typical thing that they say about the African American community, right? Like, oh, we don't do therapy. Nope. And then if there's ever talk of therapy, there's something seriously wrong with you. You know what I mean? Why do you think that is?
We don't even realize this. A lot of times we are participating in therapy. We find it in our mama, grandma, our pastor. I know a lot of time. I had to go talk to my pastor.
Yeah.
Do you not know that's therapy?
Absolutely.
It's you speaking to someone in that form. But we like that word is like a trigger word for us.
For sure.
It lets people know that we have a shortcoming.
Man.
So to admit you have a shortcoming is a bad thing in the African American community because we've been seen less than for so long.
Yeah.
To actually step out and be like, yeah, something's wrong with me. On top of the fact that is visually you look around and see something's wrong with them.
Absolutely.
By how the society and systems have treated us all these years.
Yeah.
To admit another thing is wrong is just horrible. We're not going to admit to that.
Absolutely not.
That's a weakness. Yeah. I just saw a documentary with Eddie Murphy where he saw a commercial come on talking about he had obsessive compulsive disorder. And he was like, man, I do some of that stuff. But nah, that ain't me. That tripping. That ain't me. Yet he's like, he had to sit with that, like, dude, something's wrong. Absolutely. Like, it's not normal to act this way. We like to not admit that. Yeah. As men, as a race of people, we want to faith-based. I believe in God. Like, don't get me wrong. Yeah. God is everything to me. Absolutely. Jesus is everything to me. And at the same time, you have to have some medicine. He's provided lanes and avenues for us to get ourselves right physically, mentally, and spiritually. Absolutely. And so when it comes to the mental part, talk to professionals, somebody that knows what you're going through and allows you to speak your thoughts out loud.
Absolutely.
So I encourage all men that may think that because you go see a therapist or a psychologist or anything like that something's wrong with you. A lot of the time there's something wrong with us when we don't.
Yeah.
So if it's the thing we want to fix, why not?
Especially if you feel like whatever the issue is manifesting into your life in reality, like you were saying. So the attention became a little bit too strong.
Yeah. Like it's all of those things. I use, for example, if you get in an argument with your lady, let's say you got an argument with your lady and it's over infidelity or something like that.
Yeah.
And a man could fix his mouth to say, baby, I've been had this problem. I don't know how to fix this problem. I don't know how to fix this problem. You're admitting that you have a problem.
Absolutely.
And you're letting that person know that you care about it, you have a problem and you want to fix whatever you got going on. And they'll say this to you. They'll say, well, go get help then.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna get no help.
No.
I'm gonna talk to somebody. He don't know my life. He don't know my life's like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to therapy and talk to a man about these problems.
Talk to my partners. I'm gonna talk to my partners. Yeah.
Or I can handle it.
Yeah.
Nah, it's good. I'll just throw some away. Or get rid of it. Or I'll run from it.
Yeah.
And I think it's good. But that ain't gonna never leave your mind until you actually step out and do the thing. Right?
Absolutely.
And
do
so
the
I had to
uncomfortable.
eat that up and get uncomfortable and go see somebody about my stuff. And as through that process, I realized for a long time that I was caged in something that had me in a grip.
Yeah.
Because I felt less than as a child.
Yep.
The praise got loud.
Yeah.
And so it became so much that neglection happened. I weren't able to focus. You find yourself every 5 minutes looking to see who liked your stuff. Who watching. Go. You missed the message.
That dopamine.
I give messages every morning.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be for people to help them.
Absolutely.
It started to be to help me.
Yep.
And I was losing what that was all about from the get-go. And it began to get scary. I started to use that as a form of godlike power.
Yep.
Like now I have influence over people.
Yeah.
Now I got the thing.
Yep.
And it was so unhealthy in my eyes that as I started getting more and more into my word and reading and actually reading for myself, not TikTok chasing,
Yep.
not listening to all these different scriptures that are pulled, but literally reading what the Bible was saying.
Yeah.
It dawned on me that I was heading down a path that I didn't want. And so instead of trying to have man exalt me and lift me up, I want God to do that for me in due time.
Absolutely.
Outside of my control, leaning fully on his faith that if this is for me, it will be for me. If it's not, it's not.
Yeah.
And he'll make that possible. He did it for a lot of great men before social media was even.
Absolutely.
So why do I need that as a personal pat on the back?
Yep.
When I'm doing right by him and by my family and all those things.
With the ones that matter.
That is what kind of opened the cage and allowed me to walk out into the scary space. Because the scary space is, I don't have the follower.
Yeah.
I'm an actor by trade.
Yep.
Who's going to see me now if I'm not present?
Yeah.
How am I going to get this word and ministry out that I've built on for so long? How is all these things going to come without this attention? The world has established this new form of attention that if you don't have it, you're in a cave or a dark space.
Yeah.
Where do you navigate?
Like you're a weirdo.
You're a weirdo. You're
You don't got social media?
You don't have social media? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Something's wrong with you. Like there's got to be something, because that is the new norm.
Absolutely.
But what happened to this right here?
Yeah.
Going to see people, sitting across with people, having real conversations.
Real dialogue.
Having real networking capabilities.
Yeah.
These doors have been open for me to be able to do that. Now I have to make use of them, because what is likings or having so many people like you if you're not making real relationships with that?
Absolutely.
I had 120,000 followers and I only know 6 people.
Yeah.
What is them 120,000 doing besides feeding my ego or the thing or the whatever? And while the 6 people that are close to me are being totally neglected.
Yep.
And it made me realize that this is not it. I put myself in a cage.
It's backwards.
It's backwards. I put myself in a cage.
Yeah.
And so the whole reason for getting out of that was that. I mentioned you. I know you say you wanted to learn about me. I originally was born in Riverside, California. I grew up by way of Strong, Arkansas, population 789 people.
Yeah.
And then later moved to Saginaw, Michigan. and then later moved to Clovis, New Mexico.
Oh yeah, you moved around.
And then joined the Air Force from Clovis, New Mexico, and then did some service in Great Falls, Montana, did service in Vandenberg, California, did service back in Hill Air Force Base, of which I retired here.
Yeah.
So it's a very traveled man with a lot. And each one of those places where I lived was low impoverished, or the military took care of me.
Yep.
So there's a growth aspect that never happened for me within this growth and development of an average person who grew up with best friends, who grew up with that society. I went from one hood to another hood to another hood throughout my whole life, seeing poverty, seeing broken people, hurt people, learning how to be, absorbing everything in the human nature and how everything works. It became a passion of mine.
Yeah.
I have a degree in communication. I also have a degree in nuclear engineering through the Air Force. These are all these things that I've learned to develop who Damaar is today.
Yeah.
I have divorced parents. I have a mother and I have a father. A father who was a preacher / parole officer. He did all the things that showed me what a man
should do.
What a man should do. I didn't discover what that was until later on in life when I decided to go live with him. I was raised by my mom the whole time. Beautiful woman, wonderful, yet she couldn't compete with peers. I had peers that I looked up to and wanted to be about and all that kind of stuff. That shaped Damaar. As far as addictions go, I had my first sexual encounter with a lady at the age of 13. She was 30-something.
Yep.
At that age, we didn't think it was statutory or anything abnormal about that.
Yeah.
It's just you got a pat on your back from your homies for doing the thing.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like if it was a female, it'd be a way different story, right? But us as men, because of that, what the toxic masculinity, right? The toxic perception of what a man should be, right? You should be having sex at a very young age, 13. If you're having sex, you're cool. You're the man. You're out there doing your manly conquest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So man, I could understand how that can get
all of that
could jade your perception because I obviously as well was having intercourse at a young age too, but to be with a grown woman is a big difference.
Big difference.
Yeah.
Somebody that know better.
Yeah.
That was preying upon young men, but we didn't see that.
No.
We just saw it as it is what it is.
Yep.
That type of thing.
Yeah.
And it was praised upon. So my idea of what that looks like became different at a young age instantly.
Yep.
You start to yearn that. You associate that with love. You don't know what that is for you. For that act. You just, you got praised for it. And from a kid that wasn't praised often to someone who desired praise, that became a problem.
Yep.
So that fed into who I was. It killed a lot of my relationships with women. I've been married 3 times. I'm married a 4th right now.
Yeah. Well, you got some under your belt, boy.
Come on. All the things. But see, this is the social media show you highlights.
Absolutely.
For a lot of people looked up and admired and looked up to me and was like, oh, Damaar got it. Listen, Damaar done went through some fire, bro.
Yeah.
And it's fire that was self-induced fire. Yeah. Nobody held a gun to my head. Nobody made me do these things. These are all environmental-based things of which I accepted upon myself as a man trying to navigate through this world and trying to figure this thing out with a distant father who wasn't instantly giving me what manhood was. I had a couple of man figures in my life, but they necessarily didn't have the greatest advice. They just did the best they could to mold me into what their idea of what a good man was. And we just take on those ideologies. Like I said, we are a chameleon in every world. In every world that I was a chameleon in, it was a performative one. Yeah. And so I'm a very performative person. To me, failing is disastrous.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet.
We can't fail. We can't. If it's something that I can even see myself failing, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And so that's very unhealthy.
Yeah. And failure is because I know you got children as well too, man. So I know and from what I've seen, right, and from knowing you as well, Damaar, I know fatherhood is an important role that you take, right?
Yes.
And thinking about failure, right? How do you not pass that energy or that thought process about failure onto your kids? As far as how do you rectify that thinking error that you have so your kids don't deal with that?
Our parents never had a blueprint of how to raise us, right? It was, you do what I tell you, don't question it.
Yep.
Or there's a punishment to it.
Yeah.
Right? We had that.
Black and
we
white.
grew up getting our butt whooped.
Yep.
Like, you did something wrong, you getting butt whooped.
Yep.
You say something out of line, you getting your butt whooped. You do anything that made them feel uncomfortable, like don't jump on couches. Well, you better not be out in that street like that. Well, you better not do these things. Well, you better not go there. If I find out you over so-and-so house, is that. Or if you doing this thing like this, it's this. And what that does is it creates in a mind of a child boundaries of which they're afraid to come out of. And so that induces fear.
That anxiety, bro.
Bro, if I step outside of my comfort zone, if I do the thing, I will get punished.
I gotta stay in line.
I gotta stay in line. And so when you don't, or if you fail, it's devastating.
Yeah.
It's hard because you remember what that's like when you did something out of line.
Absolutely.
You got punished for it.
It's locked in the subconscious now.
So with my kids, I research, I figure out the why. Why did they act like that? Why did they say that thing?
Yeah.
Research it.
Yep.
Okay, let me try this. Talk to them. Then they go, oh, okay. And then you go, oh, okay.
Yeah, now it's making sense.
And then that's likely to do the thing that's going to harm them from their own decision, not you telling them.
Absolutely.
So raising kids now has become an experiment for me.
Yeah.
Like, my kids are old enough now to really know what it is. I get to speak to them and find out what's going on with them, allowing them to fail. And then when they fail, ask them how they felt about that.
Yep.
If they can do it over again, what would they do?
Yeah.
Have those real conversations.
Absolutely.
Like, because life, they're going to fail.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to not attempt things in fear of failure.
Yep.
Because on the other side of fear is your thing, your success, that
Absolutely.
uncomfortable, that thing right there. So if they are afraid, go do it.
Yep.
Figure it out. Work it out.
Yep.
Don't allow myself to rescue them when they're scared.
I love that.
I don't want to do it. And you be like, no, you don't have to, baby. Good. Don't worry about it. It's not for you. Anyway, no, that might be for them.
Absolutely.
And you don't know. Now you got to go through all this trial of life just to circle back to the thing you originally wanted to do as a kid.
Yep.
But you had to go through so much pain because you were so afraid to step outside of the box because you were punished for stepping outside of the box.
Yep.
So I try not to, if I chastise my child, it's not of that way of an abusive, triggering way.
Absolutely.
It's a more of a, let me remove the thing that's distracting you so you can focus on the thing that you want to do because you confess that you want to do these
Turning
things.
it into a learning experience.
Remind you that you wanted to do this thing.
I love that.
And this is what's blocking you. So I have to remove this from you so you can focus on the thing you do. And that way it makes them be accountable for their actions.
Absolutely.
And accountable for their dreams and their goals.
Yep.
Nobody can run this life.
It's in their hands.
It's in your hands.
Yep.
I'm just the guiding force to catch you before you fall all the way down.
Yeah.
That's my job as a parent.
I love that.
I want to be your safety net, not your harness.
Absolutely.
So if we go into the mentality of being the safety net, not the harness is a different thing. It's going to keep you from going somewhere.
Absolutely.
Safety net will let you fall and then you can bounce
just
back
know
up
it's there.
And you know it's there.
Yep.
But go try. Go do the thing.
Yep.
Do all of it. And
Yep.
so that's my idea of parenting that's different from ours.
For over 20 years, Renaissance Ranch has been on the front lines,
battling the darkness and disease of addiction.
It has been our mission and passion
to help men reclaim themselves and remember who they truly are.
Fathers,
husbands,
friends,
leaders,
sons,
and brothers. The road has been paved and the recovery journey is real.
We've all experienced the journey from addiction and darkness back to the light of recovery.
We do it together.
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 Let us fight with you and help you find yourself again. We are the Brotherhood of Renaissance Ranch.
We are the Brotherhood of Renaissance Ranch.
We are the Brotherhood of Renaissance Ranch. Join the fight today.
I love that.
So that's how I parent my kids.
Yeah, I also see that, you got your daughters, getting into acting too, which leads me to my question. So what got you into acting? Because you've been on a lot of movies. I know you just did one that was about the military not too long ago, but they've been on Prime, Amazon Prime. There's a bunch of movies. I don't know if did you have one on Netflix too?
No, I got one that was supposed to be on Netflix. Something happened where they got to get distribution. I guess it's a big thing to get on Netflix.
Oh, absolutely.
Netflix owns half of Hollywood now, so it's like to get on Netflix, you have to already distribution. You have to have a popular stance about your film or some actors in that bad boy that's gonna bring in the stream. Yeah, right. So little stuff got mixed up. It's coming though.
Yeah, I love that.
I got projects.
Let's go.
Yeah. So
what got you into it initially?
So got into acting initially.
How many years have you been doing it?
I've been doing it since 2006.
Oh, okay. So you've been doing it a while,
2006, for a long time, man. What got me into it, funny story, what really got me into it is that I was always a theater head. I love to perform, love to be on stage, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Yet my environment made that look real uncool.
Yeah.
The homies was not loving the fact that your boy on stage doing jazz fingers.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Doing spirit fingers.
That wasn't the jam. That wasn't the vibe. So it was almost a secret thing for a long time.
Yeah, I bet.
Sneaking off to do it.
Yeah.
Joining church plays, doing all the things. And that started fear. And then I joined the military and it kind of got out of my head. I was done with it. I moved here, which is crazy because I used to live in LA, then come out here to actually start acting out here in Utah.
Yeah.
And so you get to Utah, and it's like somebody come up to you at a club. I forget what club it was, and some lady comes up to me with a card and was like, "You look like you should be a model. You should come in and do a modeling thing."
Oh, she was probably an agent or something?
Just, they send their little flunkies out through
yeah.
to go get people to come into their little things.
Yeah.
Charge them a fee and and teach them acting classes while they get money and all that kind of stuff. There's no agencies is dirty when it comes to that kind of stuff. So it was just one of the flunkies from the agencies that was trying to get new people to come in.
Trying to get a commission or something.
Feel good. Yeah. Hey, I brought this many people into the agency. Got it. So, I show up to the agency and I'm ready. Like, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm about to do my modeling thing. Where's the young lady? They was like, what young lady? And I'm looking at a panel of old people like, okay. And they was like, oh, so you're the model. Have you ever thought about being an actor? I was like, yeah, I kind of dabbled a little bit, but yeah, it is what it is. Well, you should come take our acting classes. It's $75 a month or whatever, and you will put you on the website and all the things the agencies tell you, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, man, I don't need that, bro. I already took acting like the theater. I'm in theater. I don't need to learn nothing like that. If y'all want me, then y'all gonna use me. That's what I told them. I was like, if y'all want me, then use me to get work, and then I'll give you a percentage of what I make, and I'm not gonna be paying you a monthly. They thought that was weird that somebody had the boldness to talk to me.
Yeah, they probably ain't heard that before.
Never heard it. Everybody come in and just take it like, oh, yeah, I learned that. Yeah. No, you're not gonna teach me anything. You don't have to do that. Let's get straight to the money.
Absolutely.
Put me up for something, and let's get it cracking, which they did. It was I think it was Urban Talent or something like that. And then they just put me down for first audition, Disney movie, very first one. I went in an audition, smashed it.
Love that, bro.
It was crazy because as I was sitting in for the audition, everybody knows this is Utah, Napoleon Dynamite, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the waiting room and I look over and it's the dude, Trevor, who was the bully, Napoleon, the one that was like, "What do you do this summer?" Napoleon, the one that was getting, I'm starstruck. I'm looking at him like, "Yo, we going." I said, "What part you auditioning for?" And he said the same part I'm saying. I was auditioning for. I was like, "Man,
yeah, my family loved that movie."
I'm like, "Dude, I ain't gonna get it." I'm like, "I'm not gonna get it."
Yeah.
He already famous. Like,
absolutely,
he gonna get in there and kill it. And this is my first one. I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah.
He went in. He did his part. I heard him laughing a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, they already laughing at him. I'm not gonna be able to do it." And so I was like, all right, it's my turn. I go in there and I just let
kill
loose.
it.
Just let loose. I actually pretended like I was an FBI agent. It was all the things. I made them die laughing. Like they laugh. And they was like, tell Trevor to come back in. And I was like, oh, you just gonna do this right now in front of me? You gonna kick me off right now? So they let him back in. We stood by side, and the director was like, I want both of you. Come be in this movie, Disney movie, bro. That changed everything.
Wow.
So that right there, just seeing that was a possibility, opened up a new world in my head. And so I just kept auditioning, kept doing things, just kept showing up. While even in active, I was active duty at the time, so the military wouldn't let me go for nothing. So I had to do it on the slide. take a PTO, what they call it, personal time off, where you
Yep.
still got paid. I take that off and then go do the thing. It's like, what are you doing? Why you taking all this PTO? I got this appointment I got to do. I was on set. doing
Yeah.
movies. Like all of that, just making it work for myself, and it just built into this, bro.
That's
just
good.
Built into this.
I love that,
Just
man.
not stopping, doing it.
Yeah. So, how is it that so you're still acting right now,
Still
right?
acting right now.
And I know you're going through this transitional phase, right, with social media, right?
Yeah.
Trying to. Are you totally gonna be cutting it off? Because listen, you have powerful content, right?
Yes.
You always have a message, and I always talk about influencers, right? You like. These people that call themselves influencers, man, you ain't influencing nobody to do anything positive. To me, that's not an influencer, right? And we fall along the lines of someone that does that.
Right.
So how are you gonna get that message to the masses like you typically would? Is it just gonna be?
So this is the trick, right? So everybody I talk to that's in my space, when I tell them I'm off social media, they go, "Oh man, you brave, dog.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I wish I could." I wish I could.
Yeah, I just said that. I was like,
Everyone, man, I wish I could. Because we, in our mind, figure that if you don't fall in with the crowd, you're going to miss what the crowd has to offer.
yeah,
What was dawned on me and what was really cool, and this is what I thank God for every day, that he was allowing me to see this, because this is going to be a cheat code. Bring your pen and your papers out right now. Listen, I have an agent. He's put these people in my life for a reason. I have bodies of work. 2006 to 2005.
absolutely. You got a resume.
Yep. Crazy. I've affected a lot of people's lives. Maybe this was the right time for this to happen for me. Not saying everybody go delete everything and do, but for me, the thing that I was afraid of was losing these things that really don't matter because they really wasn't affecting me in any way.
Yeah.
I thought they were. I have an agent. I have business partners that can push the brand and do everything.
Yeah.
It's just, I still put myself into these situations. I'm still involved in the company. I'm still acting. I'm still auditioning. I got an agent that pushes me as a product out to the masses.
Yeah.
When they go, well, what has he done? Well, he's done this.
Yeah, you got the
And I
catalog.
don't need social media to say that that's what it is. Of course, it is a tool
Mm-hmm.
that can show my constant work, but I have a skill set in me. I know how to act. I know how to bring a character to life.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show them that through auditions. That's what it's all about. So that is still flourishing. Matter of fact, since I've been off social media, I've been in more things, have more opportunity, get more. And
I
I've
love
been
that.
able to, instead of scrolling all day, I'm learning how to read a script, learning how to take a character in, developing my skill, becoming better. I'm in Homestead, Angel Films, the whole thing, series. Jumped in as an extra. Now
I love that, bro.
Now I have a part speaking,
Yeah.
and it just debuted 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I'm in episode 6.
On the Angel
Homestead.
Angel
Yeah,
Angel Productions.
Angel Production, Angel Studios.
Yeah.
Homestead. They're growing franchise.
Yeah, they
It's
are.
getting big.
They got a movie coming out too. David,
Yeah.
I think David is coming out animated.
David, all of that. They're growing.
Yeah.
And I'm a part of that. And it had nothing to do with social. That was the fear. If I get off social media, I won't be able to do the thing. Listen, nothing has stopped. Nothing has dropped off. It's still moving.
Absolutely.
And that was the fear. And so it's almost like God was like, see,
Yeah.
look what happens when you have faith in me
Absolutely.
instead of faith in man. And so I started leaning further into him in my life. I'm having more time with my kids.
That's the best.
Having more time with my wife.
Yeah.
All of these things have coming together because I laid down the thing. When he said, lay yourself down, pick
Yep.
up your cross and follow me.
Yep.
I laid myself down, picked up the cross, which is heavy to
Yep.
bear something when you think you're supposed to be a performative man. And this is your
Constantly.
life. Constantly. To not have that, you'll have dark moments. You'll have self-doubt. I've had all of those feelings and those emotions. Yet at the same time, while wrestling with all this, I'm seeing other things flourish at the same time.
Yeah.
To where it's not so much for me where I can't bear, but it's at the same time, it's like I'm dealing with this and look at what's happening.
Yeah.
And so it's like, man, I don't have to worry about money. I don't have to worry about what my family's up to. I don't have to worry about all these things because I'm able to focus on what really matters. And through that process, I get to feel the hurts, and I get to feel and I get to see the joys, and I get to see the triumphs without outside distraction.
Yep.
I still get my news when I watch the news and know what's going on with the world. I still put my messages out just on YouTube, something I can't scroll. I'll post it and walk away.
Yep.
So all the things that you saw on social media, it's on my YouTube page.
Yep.
You can go see all my messages.
Absolutely.
I still do them in the morning when something hits me and I feel like I need the last one. I had one this morning that I was saving for your show.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I need that,
Man,
for sure.
Listen, you know they tell us all the time that pressure, motivational speakers say this all the time.
Yeah.
That pressure comes, when pressure comes to coal, it does what?
It turns into a diamond.
Makes a diamond.
Yep.
We've all heard of that.
Yep.
And we've accepted that as a society. And I told you, I'm about to expose some truth today. A piece of coal cannot make a diamond.
Yeah.
A piece of coal, no matter how you flip it, rub it through it, it cannot make a diamond. It sounds great. It sounds really good. It sounds like a really great motivational thing to let people know pressure. You can deal with pressure and get to the other side of pressure. You're going to find your diamond moment or your value by dealing with just pressure. What that does for people is make them feel like they can do it by themselves, and they're supposed to have pain.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to have the pressure. Those things will come, but it's not a badge of honor. If you don't have pain, good for you.
Yeah.
You've been blessed.
Absolutely.
Don't go looking for pain, and then when you get the pain, go, I'm in my purpose now. No, that's not what that saying means, because that's not how a diamond is formed. You know how a diamond is formed? It's just formed by carbon atoms. Deep in the earth.
Oh, yep.
And it only becomes a diamond through what the journey is to the surface.
Absolutely. Working its way up there. Wow.
And as it's working its way up there, it's taking on
Materials.
and minerals
Wow.
and things. Don't that sound like real life?
Absolutely.
That you start off by something. And dude, carbon atoms is what we take in oxygen. We breathe out carbon dioxide, the waste.
Yeah.
So a carbon atom is known as a wasteful thing. A waste thing that is going through minerals,
Absolutely.
taking in experiences, taking in the hard, taking in the heat, taking in the pressure.
Yep.
Matching up with boron. You
I
my
love that,
boron
my
right now
boy.
today. So I'm taking on boron and make a nice little blue hue.
Yep.
Or it takes on some nitrogen and makes it this nice yellow diamond. And the blue diamond and the yellow diamond is considered the most valuable.
Yeah.
And it's because of what the diamond had to go through and who it had to pick up along the way is what made them valuable.
Absolutely.
So when you tell the story of the diamond, don't just leave it with the pressure.
No.
Let people know that it's a journey from a feeling of nothing to a space of gathering a community, gathering opportunities, gathering things on the way, learning, going through the fire, going through the pressure, going through all of that. And by the time you surface, you're something so beautiful and so valuable.
Absolutely.
That people really, if they really want to think about it, they won't even be able to see your valuable unless they look through a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Meaning you don't have to display.
No.
The real value is the little pockets that are inside, the little oxygen pockets that's inside the diamond, to let the person who's selling it knows that it's a natural diamond.
It's a natural diamond.
You won't get a natural diamond with pockets.
Unless it's been through that. Unless it's went through the work.
Unless it's been through the work.
Yeah.
And so that is when you tell the story of the diamond. That's how you tell the story of the diamond. And that's the message that, as it reflects, and we talk about my beginnings to my now, I like to think that because of the trials that I've gone through, the things that I'm going through currently, and the people that I'm getting to meet like yourself, or the people that I have met, is a part of that journey that is going to ultimately make me the diamond. And it's going to be a natural, genuine diamond, not one formed by my ideas of what a diamond should be.
Yeah.
In life, I've formed my life how would I think life is supposed to be, through highlights of others, through watching television, through talking to people. And then I form my idea of what life's supposed to be instead of just actually living life and going through it, and knowing that as long as I have people around me, as long as I love myself and know what I am, I'm just a piece of carbon atom.
That's
and
it.
So far that I went through this life, gathering as much experience as possible, meeting up with my borons and my nitrogens, and just making something that you see before you right now that people have deemed valuable. That's it.
I love that.
So that's the analogy I use from this point on.
And you've been posting those on YouTube, so man, that's a hitter right there.
That's it, man.
And I would think, right, because like how you were saying about, falling back from the social media, right? Social media can be such an easy thing, right?
Good.
It's just record and push a button, boop, record and push a button, right?
Yes.
But when you take that element out, and now you got to actually get out and do the physical work now. You got to actually get out there, right? As pertaining to your catalog, right? People got to see the catalog. They got to see you.
Yeah.
You got to get out there and put yourself out there.
Yeah.
So the work. You're doing the work.
So now my wife, she goes and she talks in the prisons through a My Story Matters. You may have heard of them.
Yeah.
My Story Matters program is basically what they say it's a master's degree in emotional intelligence.
Absolutely.
So they're teaching everybody how to form their story. The story that they've had, and then find a new story. Reprogramming of the mind is basically, and we teach this 12-week program.
Yeah.
Those who are incarcerated, maybe to those who are in communities that have used to be incarcerated, or just never had that.
Is
that
it Kate?
drive.
Kate that does it?
Her name's Amy.
Amy, that's right.
Amy.
I actually see them at the resource fair all the time. They have a booth there, man.
Every time.
Such a great program, bro.
Such a great program. And so we've been involved with that, and it's real community work. So I'm sorry for being late.
No, you're good.
I came straight from that class teaching people at the Horizonte High School.
Yeah.
They're not incarcerated, but they're just trying to figure out what life is.
Yeah, absolutely.
They fell in some rough patches.
Yep.
They've been in some rough environments, and now they're just trying to figure out what that future life looks like.
Absolutely.
We're just teaching them how to reprogram all their thinking that brought them to where they are, so they can go get their dreams and goals. Doing that for the Juvenile Detention Center, it's bigger than social media.
Absolutely.
Things that don't necessarily need to be posted.
Absolutely.
This is God's work. This is just things that is real and has substance beside it. And it just shows love. Because anything I'm doing right now is just operate out of love, man.
Absolutely.
That's all I can do at this point. Take it forward.
I love
Will
it.
I get back to social media? It's a great chance,
Yeah, of course.
Am I going to run the pages? No. Somebody else is going to do that.
And
I'm
you may approach it differently too, for sure.
Listen, you hear it here first. If I come back to social media, Damaar ain't running it. Somebody else can run it. I'm just going to provide the content.
Yeah.
Because I realized that for me, that's not really my jam.
Yeah.
For me, that's not my jam. My
Yeah.
wife asks me every day, like, how you feel? Do you miss it? And I go, I don't. And that's crazy to think about. I don't miss it.
Yeah.
I often worry if I made the right decision because of my careers, yet my careers haven't stopped. So there's my answer.
I love that.
And so, you see my face on stuff again.
Yeah, that's good,
Just
man.
right now.
You have to.
It'll just be my face.
You have to.
It's no longer this right here. And
Yeah.
it might be a bot answering the comments, or if you want to come see me, then you know where to see me.
Yeah.
That's it. And
I know it could be such a hard thing, man, because I know, I struggled with it too when I first got out of prison, right?
Yeah.
I'm incarcerated, did 7 years. You don't have access to technology like that. And from 2012 to 2019, from when I was incarcerated, that's a big difference in the technology when you came out.
Oh, yeah.
I came out, they're watching movies, they doing all type of things on the phone. You could do all kinds of things, right?
Yeah.
So I got caught up in that too, man, and I know how it could be, and it could for sure be a strain. You know what I mean? So, dude, hats off to you getting it situated. And
this is not to cut you off. This is not me.
No, you good.
This is not me being anti-social media. Please stop. It's a tool.
Yeah.
It's a tool.
It's a tool.
It's an amazing tool. It's a wonderful tool. It's a way to communicate with family. It's a way to taste. It's all those things. I recognize for myself personally that it was a problem. So I'm basically giving people permission who see it as a problem, that life is okay.
Yeah.
We were okay before. We're going to be okay afterwards. It's all you can relieve yourself of that pressure of thinking
absolutely
that I have to have this thing. No, that's not what this is about.
No.
If you have businesses, if you got a way to provide for your family, if social media, please stay on that. Don't be like, Damaar told me get off and then your life go to hell.
Yeah.
We're not doing none of that. But I'm just trying to tell you, for me, this is my story. You get to create your own story in your own lane. But in that process, I'm giving you permission to just live life. Love.
Yeah.
Love just uninhibited love.
Yep.
Like no matter what, I'm stepping away from all the negative, divisive stuff that's going on social media.
Yeah.
It's pushing an agenda. I don't see that anymore.
Yeah.
So now when I approach people in the street, I don't even have any.
Bro.
I don't know what's going on. I just approach people.
Bro.
And they go, dude, this dude is so nice.
And it's so tough right now,
it's
too.
so tough.
Bro.
You disconnect. I had to. Yeah,
You can't turn this thing on and not have some type of agenda, some type of bias, some type of so I try not to even be on anything that has to do with like news or anything like that, because I've never been a news person anyways.
Yes.
But I just know how it can affect the psyche, bro, and it affect the subconscious. Now we're walking around anxious, we're walking around worried, we're walking around scared, man. So detoxing is probably a good thing for some people. I would suggest that. I've never done it, but after talking with you right now, I'm probably gonna do a little technology detox.
Even if you set 2 or 3 days out of the week, just 2 days out of the week, and just make a vow to yourself not to.
Yeah.
Every app, every phone has a hide app.
Absolutely.
But where you
so you don't have to look at it
and hide at it. So when you scroll, you don't see it. It's less likely for you to go look. Just little stuff like that to just help your mental health out. If you struggle with those things, like I said, a lot of these people use this for business. A lot of these people take care of their family with that. The streaming, all that kind of stuff. Beautiful. Look what God has done for you.
Yeah.
Where you can do this out the safety of your own home and be good and be your own boss. All that type of thing. Awesome.
Yeah.
For me, it became a problem. So that's why I tell my story now about that. You do your thing, and it's also great to have a space for you to be able to be in thought, focus, look at the big picture and things, control your world, because there's the big world and then there's your world.
Yep.
And we can only control our world. The big world is shown at us by the masses every single day, and it can be overwhelmed because I don't think we were capable, or we were supposed to be capable of seeing everything.
Absolutely, all at once.
We wasn't made for
all at once.
It was so much. Our brain is so intelligent. We're able to adapt in ways that we
information
won't understand.
overload, bro.
And our brain will try to digest all. It will try, because that's what we're made to do. We're made to adapt. And so as you're adapting, that's what's hurting our babies. That's what's hurting our mental health. That's what's hurting all that. It's because we're getting so much, when all we have to do really is to focus on loving ourselves and loving our neighbor as ourselves.
Yep.
And then loving our guys.
I love that.
That's it, man.
I love
That's it.
that.
2 things, and then the rest of the world will be great.
I love that. So I know you do a lot. I know we touched a little bit about talking in Horizonte, which is a school, high school, right?
Yes.
So I've also done some speaking events with you, man, with the kids, bro. And how important is that for you to be able to get to the kids? And now that I'm talking about, I got a question too, but let's get to
all of that.
So let's get to this, right?
Yep.
Because you talk to kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're the next generation,
Right.
and they're this, right?
That.
So is that message gonna transcend to them? Or would that be a message you talk to, or do you talk to them about that now?
Right. So I tell them this when I go speak to them. You have a wonderful tool in your hand, that cell phone.
Okay.
It gives you access. If you have a purpose in your life or things you want to accomplish, you use that as a tool. That is not your life. Can you imagine what it would look like if a carpenter just walked around the street all day, every day with a hammer in his hand?
Yeah.
He's with his family. He's getting groceries. He has his hammer in his hand. He's doing a thing. He has his hammer in his hand. He's waving at people out his car with his hammer in his hand. Everywhere he goes to the bathroom with his hammer in his hand. If he gets out the shower and he picks his hammer up every time, that will look absolutely crazy.
Absolutely.
It will drive you crazy, because I want to do a lot of things, but I can't because I have a hammer in my hand. I want to do stuff, but I got a hammer in my hand. This is my livelihood. Why am I taking my livelihood everywhere? I can't do anything else.
Man.
So use that as your tool and find time to put that down so you can do other things, is what I tell them. Because this world is about that. It has grown into a thing where that is a major part of life for everyone growing up. That's people's livelihood.
Absolutely.
For a carpenter, a hammer is his livelihood.
Yeah.
Don't mean he got to carry that thing around all day long because you look weird.
Yeah,
as a carpenter.
absolutely.
Holding that everywhere you go is weird. So I use that analogy when I'm telling them, you got a hammer in your hand. That's your tool.
That's a
Put
great
the tool
analogy.
down
That's a
and
great
do something every
analogy.
now and then. Then when you need that tool, use your tool. But then put that tool down.
I love
do your
that.
thing. Because that's a part of y'all's world. That's all they've known. They've known that. These kids get cell phones when they
Yeah.
2 or 3 years old, man.
Man.
So all they know is that technology.
That's it. That's
And
their
so
generation.
It's just, you just teach them how to use it better. Not to be like, don't get on it. Get off social media. It's horrible.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. Use it as a tool that's right there, and then put it down when you need it. Get real friendship.
I love
Talk
that.
to real people. Don't listen to the gossip. Go holler at the person. Go talk. Young men, go walk up to a lady and talk to them. Don't get in their DMs. Go talk to them.
Yeah, go talk to them.
That real thing. Put the thing down and do the thing.
Absolutely.
Like, ladies, don't assume these men is a certain type of way because we're going to show you the highlights. Go see them for yourself.
Absolutely.
Have dates again. Do all the things. Watch how your life change when you only use that thing for a tool instead of, that's my thing that I get to walk
Like
around
it's
with.
air.
It's my thing. I can't, if I turn it off, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Or, oh my God, first thing I get at the showers, when I get dressed, unless that's part of your business, cool. But if you just really just gotta have it like that, you miss in life.
Absolutely.
You're gonna be stunted as a person.
For sure.
Yeah, as a person in development.
I love that, man. This is such a powerful episode, man, and a powerful message, man, because and it's only getting worse with social media, just with technology, period, right? And I love that you're able to get to the kids and possibly give them a different way of looking at what this actually is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So my question is, how important is it for you to be able to get in front of children, to get in front of the ones that are struggling, right? Kids like Horizonte, to get in front of them and give them a message of hope, a message of growth, whatever it is that you could pass on to them that's going to help them be better. Because I've seen you speak to high schools, and you actually took me to one of my first speaking gigs at high school with Coa Security with Tua.
With Tua.
And bro,
another great speaker.
To see you and the way you did it, man, you got it down to be able to have kids open up. How important is it for you to do that? And how what makes it so easy for you, bro? To like, because kids are hard.
You know why kids are hard? Because we've been adults for too long. So the thing is that the only way to reach a child is to remember that everybody on this planet had to be one.
Absolutely.
There is no way that you got to where you are without being a child.
Yeah.
And there will be more children to come. So my idea of always being in that place and space of dealing with children, young adults, is because their minds and their experiences are so small, and they could very easily fall to peers who haven't really lived life themselves as well, and fall into a crowd of gaining wisdom through people who don't have wisdom.
Yep.
What is missing from society is our elders and those who are older passing down game.
Yeah.
The average grandmama nowadays is around 35, 40 years old, 45, 50 years old.
Yep.
That was unheard of when I was little.
Absolutely.
Always grandmama was like 60,
50,
70.
Yep.
Oh, giving game. No one does that anymore.
Life experience.
Life experience. Because these kids are losing sense of self. So it's important for me when I go speak to let them know that gain sense of self outside of what you're seeing, outside of what society is saying you're supposed to be. Do that weird thing. Go try that thing you've always wanted to know. You're going to have voices from all around that's going to tell you you're this or tell you you're that. In my program I speak, they're called persecutors and rescuers. You're going to have those people in your life that's going to do those things.
Yep.
And they're going to try to keep you in that comfortable. So if you're good in misery and I'm in misery, it makes it feel good to know somebody in misery.
Yeah.
It's around. We're hanging around misery together.
Absolutely.
We're hanging around lack together. We're hanging around all these things, and let them know that they're their own individual that's dealing with an experience or an environment. You're not the environment. You're not your experience.
Absolutely.
You are a byproduct of those things, and you get to decide what way you're going to go, left or right. And so me being able to talk to these kids and giving them hope and giving them sense of identity, or find ways to find their sense of identity, is going to make a better society. It's going to make stronger programs. It's going to make a stronger system that's not divisive, because they're going to be so secure in who they are that only thing there is left is to serve and to love.
I love that.
Instead of competition, I gotta be better than that. I need that. I don't have this. I want that. Because every sin that's ever been created is formed through lack.
Absolutely.
not having.
Not having.
Or the idea of not having.
Yeah, being less than. I love
Why
it.
did she eat the fruit? Because it said that if she would eat the fruit, then she would have the knowledge of God.
Yeah.
I don't have the knowledge of God right now.
I need that.
But
Yep.
or somebody convinced her, hey, you'll be fine. You won't die.
Yeah.
Come get this. You don't have that. You got all the fruit. You ain't got that one.
I love that,
And now you
bro.
want that. You felt lack. Well, if I can have all the fruit, why can't I have that one?
Yeah.
And that's the idea. People rob still because they don't have.
Lack, yep.
They do the things because they don't have. I rape because I don't have love.
Yep.
I steal because I don't have this. All sin and all things come from not having.
Yep.
So to let them know that you already have a lot.
Absolutely.
You have so much. And you have the potential to gain so much. If you just tap into who you are, tap into your story, figure it out, get yourself going, go through the trials. Like I said, take the route of the diamond.
I love
and then
that.
watch everything you want come to you. You don't even have to chase it.
Let's get that.
That's it.
Love
That's it.
that.
That's the whole reason for me talking to kids.
I love
Just to
that,
build up
man.
something. And I got kids of my own, so I want them to be around people that got like
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Find your people. Find your people because I'm gonna give you this game and I'm giving them that game. When y'all meet, it's gonna be powerful.
Yeah, that's where you got to be. You got to
Yeah,
be in
yeah.
a space where you're giving and giving giving knowledge, especially to our younger generation, is super important, man. So let's hear what you got. What's coming up next for Mr. Damaar, man?
Man, so like I said, another season of Homestead. I got a couple different projects going on.
I love that.
You'll see it. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Like I said, my YouTube is you type in my name, Damaar Jones, in YouTube.com. You see all the videos. I'm still posting videos. I'm still doing this thing. I'm taking on opportunities. I'm speaking more. I used to speak for free when I was doing it through.
Yep.
As soon as I let social media go, people's like, "Man, we've seen your work.
I love that.
What is it gonna cost for you to come?" And now I'm getting paid to speak.
Love that, bro.
Look at that.
That's the best space to
I
be.
was going to get off of social media and lose everything. Got off social media and start gaining the real thing that was really going to help me pay for my life in a way that I couldn't even control by just giving all my faith over to God. I'm like literally, I don't want to make your podcast.
No, you good, brother.
But just the space I'm in.
We about a higher power here.
The space I'm in right now, man. I guess unapologetically, that's my space right now. God is everything to me, and He's allowed me to see things that I really didn't think was possible.
I love that.
Since I dove in all the way in, it's just helped everything. But yeah, that's what's coming up for Damaar is just continued success, continuing to do my purpose work, and just try to love as many people as possible, man. And whatever doors open up in that process, here we are.
I love that.
I'm not trying to put no thought around it. I have an idea of what that looks like. For me, my why is leaving a generational path for my kids that is one they can navigate without so much pain. Pain is gonna come.
Absolutely.
But without so much pain, they can look at Pops and go, "That's how you do it."
Man, I love
So that's my why.
I love that.
It ain't even money no more. It's
I
just
love
that's
that.
my why.
I love that, Damaar.
Yeah.
Man, bro, I appreciate having you, dog.
on,
And
man.
It was a great
Anytime.
conversation,
Come
man.
on, anytime.
And y'all heard it, man. Y'all heard it from my boy Damaar. Make sure y'all tap into those gems. Make sure y'all go and Google Damaar. I know he's having a little hiatus, but you'll be able to find his
Google
work.
me, you find everything. I'm doing.
Absolutely. You'll
Yeah,
find his catalog.
Everything.
So like he said, when you strip away all the outside, it brings you closer to your higher power.
Mm.
And you know here, we love God as well. So make sure y'all tap back in. That was Cage No More
Oh,
podcast.
and guess what?
Let's go.
You'll be uncaged.
Uncaged. Let's go.
No more,
Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. You already know what time it is. Let's go.
All right, Doc.
Oh, man.